Do you want to move like the players shown on screen? Then stay tuned till the end of the video as I'll be showcasing all 9 macros that all services macro utility has to offer. We'll be offering 25% off to anyone who watches this video and finds the promo code that you see on screen. Now let's get straight into the video. You can bind the keybind to the same edit bind that you use, and this is what drag edits allows you to do. So when you hold the edit bind, which is the drag edit macro bind, it will select the tiles for you. As soon as you let go of the bind, then it will confirm for you. So it's really good if you want to spam edits or if you want to just edit a lot quicker whilst using your normal edit bind. But one thing I'm going to say is that this is not a macro that I use, as I prefer to use a double edit macro. But if you want to use drag edits, this is here for you. The second macro I'm going to showcase to you guys is a single edit macro. Personally, I like to utilize it with the sprint macro, and I'll showcase this later on in the video, the sprint macro, but this is how it looks when you use single edits. So basically it's like using simple edit or normal edits, and when you tap your macro bind, which I've set to R, which you can see over here, it just edits for you. So it edits one single tile every time you press your macro bind, and it's super fast. So if you want to get fast with it, this is a macro that you can use. Okay guys, so the third macro I'm going to show you guys is the double edit macro. Personally, I use this with sprint macro as well, and this is how it looks. This is my favorite macro that I tend to use on a daily basis, and you can basically fly like this if you get used to it. But it's really good, and you can use it in situations where you spam edit. If you're lower ping than your enemy, then they can't break a wall and you can just out-time them and bang. Here is an example of me doing exactly that in-game. Or if you're playing like box fights or you're in-game, like say someone's above you in a box, you can just double it, bam, you know? So it's really OP for fighting, and it's a really useful macro that I tend to use on a daily basis. Alright guys, so the third macro I'm going to showcase is the instant build macro. The way this works is that you're going to set your keybinds in the keybinds tab for your build binds, and you're going to also bind a secondary place building bind. And this is really useful if you're a high ping player or if you want to have consistent builds. So the way it works is you press any of your build binds and it'll automatically place it for you instantly. So for example, if I press the wall bind right now, it'll instantly place it. If I press the floor, it'll place it. If I press the cone, it'll place it. So if you're a high ping player, I would recommend this macro as it makes your ping feel a lot lower than it already is. And right now I'm using double edits with it, and you can just see that it's just instantly building for me. Like it just makes my builds feel a lot smoother, and I can just like, you know what I mean? Like it's really good. So yeah, this is also another macro that we have in the utility. Alright, moving on to the next macro. So this macro is the item pullout macro. What it does is it automatically pulls out either your pickaxe or your shotgun after every edit. So I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to show this to you guys. So you can see that whilst I'm building, it's automatically pulling my shotgun out, and it's really useful if you're trying to hit clips with it, but it makes your clips look a lot cleaner. But yeah, this is also another macro that we have included. Okay, so the next macro I'm going to be showcasing to you guys is the wall retake macro. I have it binded to V, so this is how it works. So I'm going to tap V before I break an opponent's wall, and the moment I let go of my left or right click, it'll automatically place a wall for me, and basically it pulls out the wall and it places it for you super quick. So if you get used to the timing of this, you could really take an opponent's wall super quick, and yeah, that's how this macro works. Alright, so moving on to the next macro, we've got the sprint macro. I already showcased this with the single edits and the double edit macro, but what it does is after every edit it automatically makes you sprint, and it can be really useful for clips. And yeah, if you're a PG player, this is definitely the one that you can use, and it's the one that Ruin, Waze, and all these creative players that you see on TikTok or Twitter use all the time, and it makes the clips look really smooth and clean. And yeah, that's how the sprint macro works. So it just auto sprints for you, and yeah, that's the sprint macro. Alright guys, so the next macro I'm going to showcase to you is the pickup macro. This macro is really useful for any competitive players that want to win any off-spawn fight in game. So if you're in a tournament or in game and you're landing on a chest, you will always guaranteed get the gun off spawn on time every single time. So I'm going to showcase this to you. So when I hold the macro bind, it'll pick up everything. It's super quick, as you can see, and it's faster than any auto hotkey script. It's faster than SteelSeries, it's faster than Razer, it's faster than any keyboard software out there. So if you use this macro, you're guaranteed to get the loot off spawn every time. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to showcase the Prefire macro to you guys. So the way this macro works is, it's similar to the wall retake macro, but the moment you press a bind, it will shoot and place a wall for you. So if you get used to the timings, you can get really good at pre-firing. So say for example, someone is breaking your wall, if you time it really well, you can shoot and place a wall before they can even react, and yeah, it's a really useful macro. So that's all 9 macros. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.